I worked for a congressman from Maryland that was from my district. When 2 doors down, I discovered that Carrie Meek, the great Carrie Meek, was on the same floor of the Cannon building. And I was thrilled, and I made it my business to get hired by her. And after 10 months with my congressman from Maryland, she hired me to do social policy. And we developed a very close relationship. I was so inspired by her because she was not involved in all the silly, petty things that Congress can be involved with. She was a woman that knew what she had come to do in the Congress, and she used every single day to get that done, which in my view and how I experienced it was to do the most good for the most people in her district, in her 17th congressional district of Miami. And she got me going on childcare issues, on education. We handled the No Child Left Behind bill when it came in May of 2001. She entrusted me with the work of the Everglades Restoration Project. At the time, between 1999 and 2002 that I worked for her, was a very huge issue. And she also entrusted me to try to reform the Community Development Block Grant, something that she had always wanted to do. And we drafted a bill to do that. And what I was always so impressed with Ms. Meek is that her ego always took a back seat to getting the work done, which is incredibly rare in the Congress. She was so motivated by service, by getting the work across the finish line, that in the end, she always said, credit is okay, it doesn't really matter. So this Community Development Block Grant bill we drafted turned into an amendment that we gave to a Congresswoman that's still in Congress, Barbara Lee from California. And she offered it in a committee markup, in a committee evaluation of housing. And I just don't know too many Congress people that would do that. Only those that are motivated by service and by getting the work done. From Ms. Meek, I learned that the Congress as an institution has an amazing, limitless possibility to do good. And you know, she taught me that. She sort of instilled that in me in my late 20s when I was starting to work in the Congress. I can't say enough about the blessing that it was to work for her and how much I'll miss her. I'll miss knowing that she's walking this earth, but I know that she'll be watching for all of us. Her spirit and her soul is so strong and so loving that I trust that she's watching over us from now on. I was lucky to work for Ms. Meek the last 3 to 4 years before she retired. And by that time, by the time she retired, I really, really wanted to work for a congresswoman from Connecticut, Rosa DeLauro. And I told Ms. Meek, and she said, well, Letty, let's see if you know, she has an opening. And a few months before Ms. Meek retired, an opening happened in Ms. DeLauro's office. And they were very close friends. And Ms. Meek talked to Ms. DeLauro about me, and she said that I was a very loyal staffer. And God behold, I got the job with Ms. DeLauro that started me on a 15-year professional career working on those issues that Ms. Meek got me started on, especially childcare and education and social policy. I was able to handle the labor HHS appropriations bill and go on to be Ms. DeLauro's chief of staff. And on to deal with labor in the committee on the Senate for Patty Murray and for George Miller in the House. So Ms. Meek was the experience that was most formative in my professional career and led me to other amazing opportunities. I'll also say one thing. Ms. Meek treated everyone the same, no matter if it was Leader Gephardt at the time or the woman that came around to make sure the bathrooms were clean, or the gentleman that welcomed us in the garage. She had a heart that did not distinguish rank and did not distinguish power. I think she was even more comfortable with the ordinary folks that kept the Congress going, the support staff, as they're called. So, you know, just a very rare human being. Her biography is known, it's been in all the newspapers lately, and her legacy continues. So thank you for this opportunity, and I hope many of you as you study the history of the Florida congressional class and the congressional delegation, you look into the career of this amazing woman that we had the luck and blessing to call Congresswoman from Miami.